Hey guys, we're back, and I've just received an email from ESPN that we officially have a show spot on ESPN.
Do we?
So, yep.
Alright,
just
look
kidding.
for us there. Because, you know, we have 10 viewers now. Those 10 viewers must have really liked our show, so.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we can count how many viewers we have on our hands.
Yeah.
Probably, we still wouldn't even get over to the right or left hand.
Except for me, I only have 9 fingers. But.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, moving on. Fantasy baseball. To wrap up our show, we have some fantasy baseball emails and questions. So, Melissa from Boston asks, should I trade Pujols for Adrian Gonzalez and Billy Butler?
Trade Pujols for Adrian Gonzalez and Billy Butler. You know, Billy Butler, I thought he was going to be, yeah, it's kind of dumb. But, you know, Billy Butler, I thought he was going to be better than he really is. I mean, any guy, I wrote this down. This guy, he's 240 pounds, and he's a first baseman. He only throws up 15 home runs. I mean, if you're really a first baseman, I mean, that's your big power guy.
Yeah.
But Billy Butler, right now, I mean, Albert Pujols, I think you can get a lot more from that. I think Albert Pujols is going to have a huge, huge season. I also think Agon's going to have a huge season.
Go for, like, Agon in another position.
Yeah.
Why the same position?
I mean, I guess it's a solid trade. You're getting a lot back for Pujols, but I'd wait until the season to see if Adrian Gonzalez is really as good as we all thought he was going to be with the whole injury thing.
I don't know. I think you can get a lot more out of that.
Yeah, like I said, I think Pujols with all this pressure, if you have Pujols, you're gotta want a lot back for him.
Now, if it was like Hanley Ramirez and Billy Butler, I'd say okay. Because, you know, if you need a shortstop, you get the shortstop.
Yeah,
but Billy
all.
Butler's okay at first.
Yeah.
So, that would be okay. But
yeah,
this doesn't make sense to me.
All right. Well, second question. Jake from Chicago asked us if he says he got an offer for Jacoby Ellisberry and Stephen Drew for Kevin Uggla. Should I accept that?
Wait,
he says he needs speed.
So he's giving up.
He's getting Jacoby Ellisberry.
Yeah.
For Jacoby Ellisberry and
Stephen Drew. I think Stephen Drew's gonna have a big season. But I keep Kevin Uggla right now. Kevin Uggla is gonna be a third base eligible. He's going to be a really valuable commodity right now because he's going to be first base, third base. There's not a lot of those guys right now. And I think I drafted Kevin Uggla for the sole purpose of trading him. Hopefully trading one of them to you guys because he's going to have a lot of value, but I'd keep him in Uggla.
I'd take him,
right,
but
cool.
I don't know because I have
David
Kendrys Morales and David Wright, so I'm pretty solid.
I'm just glad my team's better than our producer's team. That's all I was going for. But that, you know.
Yeah. Oh wait, T. Ray told me to say on the show. Thomas Ray said that you're not getting Albert Pujols on our league. So I'm just saying that. Just
see if he holds his
I asked him if he would trade him. He said no. I said moving on to another.
T-Ray seems screwed though because he has Adam Wainwright. So
no, he got rid of him.
All right.
He got
yeah,
okay.
But still, he drafted Adam Wainwright.
All right, now third question. Brock from Detroit asks us, is it a good idea to address speed early, or can I find it late?
You can get it late.
You can.
The one player that I got on my team that I really like is Sean Figgins.
Sean Figgins, yes.
You know, his average has dropped off a little bit, but I see him having a 280 season with 40 stolen bases this year. I mean, usually you either get stolen bases or you get average. You don't get both.
And how many positions is he eligible for? I think it's more than one.
Right now, it's only third base.
He's going to move to second base, too, I think.
He's going to get second base, and he might get outfield by, like, mid-season.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be serious. So. If you can get any guy with the second base... I know he does have second base eligibility right now.
No, he's second. He's going to get third base. So, I mean, he's going to have 2, plus... You might be able to get outfield.
Also there's like Brett Gardner out there. There's Michael Bourne real late.
I got Michael Bourne too.
If you want to jump out real early, I think Carl Crawford's going to be huge this year because all the good players, they don't have a lot of speed this year. But I mean, you can reach down. You can get Jacoby Ellisberry if you want to get him late, maybe near the 8, 10 round. But right now, you can get Hanley Ramirez, Carl Crawford. They're the big speed guys at the top. If not, I'd wait and get Sean Figgins and Michael Bourne.
Another player that I think got overlooked, especially in our draft, which is why I got him, was Angel Pagan.
Yeah.
No, he's like a 290 hitter. He can throw up some home runs, get some stolen bases for you. He does a little bit of everything.
The only thing with Pagan is a lot of things, like I told you about this with the Carlos Beltran thing. He's going to get his playing time is huge last year because Carlos Beltran was out the whole season.
But they're saying that he's got the job.
Oh yeah, he's got a job, but I mean he was playing every day there. He was their big rock in the outfield. I think his numbers are going to go down a little bit this year because he was in the middle of the lineup last year. Now he's going to be 6 or 7.
I still think he's going to have a decent season.
Oh yeah,
for a later round, if he's still there, pick him up.
Yeah.
All right, now new to the pitch, it's a would you rather draft section. Are we going to do this for the next couple of weeks?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. Adam. All right, who's going to take it first?
Go. I'll go with this one.
All right, you go with this one first. All right, Adam Dunn or Justin Morneau?
I go Justin Morneau.
Yeah.
I will completely go Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn, over the last couple of years, since 04, this is his home run totals. 46, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 38, 38 in a terrible hitter's park in Nationals Park. He's going to Chicago White Sox, Comerica Park, one of the best home run hitters stadiums in the game. I wouldn't be shocked if he throws up 50, 55 home runs in that stadium. And also his last season, 2 seasons, his big knock, his average has risen up to 270s, 280s. If he throws a 280, 50 home run season and 140 RBIs, something which isn't far-fetched in that lineup, I drafted this guy. This guy is going to put some major power numbers. Justin Morneau, he still has the injury problems right now. He had a great season last year.
I think his injuries are okay.
No, when he was injured, when he wasn't injured, he was putting up one of the best seasons in fantasy. When he got injured, he was done for the season. Right now, he's iffy to make it the start of the season.
I think he'll be all right. But you can't go wrong with either one.
Nope.
Uggla or Kinsler?
I will go Dan Uggla. I think he's going to have a monster year right now. Atlanta paid a fortune to get him, and Ian Kinsler. I always draft this guy. I stayed away from him. He's always hurt, like you just said. He doesn't have that set spot. You can bat him first, clean up. It's weird. He should just Rangers should find a spot for him and stick with it. But right now, I'd go Dan Uggla. I think he's going to have a massive year playing with Chipper Jones, Sheeson, Hayward. He's going to drive him a lot of runs there.
Chipper Jones is still in the league.
yeah, the guy's 39 or whatever. But, he's got some guys in front of him. He got Nate McLeod from Martin Prado. I think he's going to throw up a lot of runs there.
Yeah,
nice pick there.
All right, Jose Bautista or Jason Hayward?
Ooh, I'm going Jason Hayward. I think even though they're both kind of like you don't really know what you're getting still, I think Hayward, you have more of security there.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to get him a little bit later, too.
Right now, they just paid Jose Bautista. I think he's this face of the franchise. He's going to have a lot of pressure to produce the same kind of numbers. He himself said, I don't think I'm going to produce those numbers. But I'm still going to go Jose Bautista. I think Jason Hayward's another year off right now. Like I said.
Hayward was your guy last year.
Yeah, he was. And he's gonna bat maybe second, maybe sixth, anywhere there. It's gonna be Dan Uggla and Chipper Jones in the middle there. I go Jose Bautista. I think Jose Bautista is gonna get around 30, 35 home runs right now. That's what I'm projecting.
All right, Troy Tulowitzki or Carlos Gonzalez?
I think Carlos Gonzalez is gonna have a good season, but not as good as last year. I think he played a little bit over his head. He was batting .346. I project him around a .310, .315 hitter. I think his power numbers could go up a little bit from 34. He had 34 last year. I think he can get around 38 this year. His RBIs, it's a solid lineup. I think he's going to be their cleanup hitter, so he's going to put some serious RBIs there. But shortstop is very weak. If you can get Hanley Ramirez or Tulo, it's going to be solid. Tulo, I think he had injury problems early in his career. I think he was solid last year. If he can stay healthy, I'll go Tulo.
The one thing about this, though, is, like in our draft, I got Derek Jeter very late.
I mean, you got him early.
Late for Derek Jeter. He's dropped significantly, and I think he's going to have a bounce-back year.
Yeah. So remember last show how I asked you, who would you take if you weren't going to take Tulo? You notice right now, it's just Hanley and Tulo, and then it's basically a huge drop-off.
Yeah, I know that. But if you can get Derek Jeter, like 4th or 5th round, you can go for someone like Cardo.
Yeah.
Because one thing that kind of hurts my team right now is I don't really have a good outfield.
Yeah.
My infield is great. My outfield's terrible.
Yeah, so, if you're looking at outfield, I actually rank the best outfielder in this game right now is Jose Hamilton on the Rangers right now. They still have Ryan Braun there. I think Ryan Braun's trading power for average right now these last couple of years. I look at Josh Hamilton. He's moving to left field. He's going to drive in even more runs, I think, this year. Put up MVP numbers last year, won the MVP. I look at Josh Hamilton having another really good year.
All right, Gallardo or Latos?
You want to take this one? Latos? You like both these players.
I love both these players. Yeah. Gallardo's great, but Latos, I think, is going to be the ace of that team. He's going to be a really good player this year.
Yep.
He was pretty good last year. I think his strikeouts are going to go up a little. His average is going to drop down a little.
Yep.
So I'm going Latos.
But the big difference here is record. I think the Brewers have a much better lineup right now. I think Gallardo, he was their ace last year. Now with Greinke, he's going to move to that second spot. He's going to have the pressure off of him. He has a great lineup ahead of him. I think Padres, obviously lost Adrian Gonzalez. I mean, their big acquisition was Brad Hawk. That's not going to do anything with that Padres in a terrible Petco Park. Matt Latos people are going to expect more from him. And you call it. You said Matt Latos is going to be solid. That was probably your best pickup last year. But Matt Latos, I mean, he's a little conceited.
I got to give credit to my cousin on that one.
He's a little conceited, though. Matt Latos, he already made some comments, I don't know, a couple weeks ago saying that he was like, he himself called him one of the best pitchers in the game or something like that. But I like Gallardo, I think, better than Latos because of record.
I don't think you can go wrong either way. I think Latos is going to have the better personal numbers.
Yeah.
But if you need wins, Gallardo's going to be there.
Yeah.
So,
but Gallardo is also a better strikeout pitcher too.
Yeah. But I think Latos' strikeouts is going to go up pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Next one: Stephen Drew or Derek Jeter. You want to take this one?
It's really hard for me to pick against Jeter.
All right.
I mean,
Jeter. So you want a 39-year-old who just hit 265 last year and had his worst season in his career?
I still think he's going to have a bounce-back year. So.
All right. I'll go Stephen Drew. I think they have a solid lineup this year. I think this is going to be his breakout season. Everyone's talking about this is going to be his breakout season.
He just always disappoints.
Yeah, he does. But, like I said, right now I think he's the 5th best shortstop in Yahoo. I think Stephen Drew is going to put up around 300 average, and I wouldn't be surprised if he hits 25 home runs this year.
All right. I just like Jeter because you get a little bit of speed out of him, too.
Yeah.
And I think his average is going to go up. He's going to hit 15 to 20 homers.
Yeah.
I can see him having a good season.
Can I just say something before we wrap up the show?
Yep.
I just found, during psychology class, I wasn't really doing anything, and there's been a lot of talk about these Red Sox lineups right now, and I want Scott to write this lineup down. I think I mastered this lineup for the Red Sox. So Terry Francona, this is right here. I'm starting out with Marco Scudero. I think he's one of the patient hitters in the game. I hate Marco Scudero leading off, but I think it's going to... If he can take 4 or 5 pitches a game, he's going to give a lot of fastballs to Pedroia and Crawford right after him. And so they're going to get a lot of fastballs. I'm going to go Scudero, Crawford, Pedroia, Adrian Gonzalez, David Ortiz, Kevin Youkilis, J.D. Drew, Jared Saltz, Lamacchia, Jacoby Ellsbury. Left, right, left, right. I think it's a solid lineup.
I don't like Ellsbury that much.
Then you can create your own lineup for next show.
All right.
Write that down.
We haven't even finished. We still got one more. Last but not least, Heath Bell or Mariano Rivera.
Rivera.
Why?
Bell's... I don't know. He seems like he's strong.
Bell's what? Good?
He's
very
good. Just I see him dropping off slightly. Rivera he keeps going.
But you're also a Yankee fan too.
I know, but Rivera's like the Energizer.
The Yankees get more wins.
Yeah.
So that's a lot more.
No, true. But
a lot more saves. Plus, he has that setup man.
Who was the big Yankee? Yeah. Who was the big Yankee addition this year? Soriano. And the good thing about Soriano is they can rest Rivera a lot more this year and save him for the playoffs. And right now, Rivera's what, 42?
Even if they rest him, he's still going to get 45.
I think Soriano's going to get some saves. I wouldn't be surprised if Soriano gets 10, 12 saves.
But if he gets 10 saves, that's still 45 saves.
I'll go Heath Bell. I think Heath Bell's very dominant this year. He's a big guy. He can throw up in the upper 90s. He's very controlled with his fastball. I'll go Heath Bell.
I'm going to call this right now. I think Heath Bell's going to get hurt this year.
But the good thing about, I look at kickers, they're kind of close to closers. The good thing about having a terrible team is when they win very shallowly. So if they're going to get a lot of save opportunities, same with the kicker. If they win, they're going to win very close. So kickers and closers, go with this bad team.
One thing I want to mention before we stop is that Bud Selig appointed Joe Torre as the
vice president
of baseball operations.
That's huge.
I think
that's a big praise.
I think he is the perfect guy for that.
Yeah. Me being a Red Sox fan, I hate the guy when he was there, but after we win the trophy, they booed 2 guys. They booed Mariano Rivera because he basically blew it for them, which was kind of funny. And they also gave respect to Joe Torre, and I thought that was pretty solid. This guy's a class act guy, so I agree. I think that's a good move.
I just wanted to give him some props on the show.
All right, that's about all we have for...
Wiping everything out, Mitch.
All right, that's about all we have for this episode of The Pitch. You can find us on YouTube, subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, like our page. You know the deal.
Website.
Right. Yep, website. So we'll see you next week. Until then, this is The Pitch with Fox, Beat Holmes, and Mitch.
And Scott. Shout out to him.